Okay. Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing?
Wonderful.
Good. Glad. My show basically, I mean, everyone's saying that internet's going to take over television, that television's going to die because of internet, because of YouTube, because anyone can publish anything on YouTube. So what I think we should do is, instead of trying to find ways to make TV better than the internet or keeping them separate, is bringing YouTube over into television, bringing that whole audience in. You know, there's people on YouTube who have millions of subscribers who are getting 100,000, many more views a day than a television show gets a day. They're able to put content out every day. They're some of the
What's
most.
the title?
The actual title of the show is Project Partner YouTube Success. And these people, yeah, they're YouTube partners. They get paid for advertising. Most of them make pretty good money because of the views and the following they get. But what would be really cool is to be able to bring that success over to television. So everyone wants to get into that. I mean, if you ever look on a partnered YouTube video, underneath you'll see related videos or tagged videos, like people who are trying to attach their videos to it in a way so that they can kind of get some of the fame off of it. But what if you take some of those people who are trying so hard to be just like them or be, similar to them and get their success, bring them all together, all the big YouTube people, get them together and have them pick out their own or have people try out. It's a game show in a way, but at the same time I view it more as everyone trying to succeed rather than just one person. So, there would be, so you basically have you'd have these 8 main people who have 500,000 or more subscribers, who get 1 million views per video. They go through their favorites, they pick which ones they think have the most promise. It could turn into something like American Idol where you almost get funny people, like funny auditions. I mean, it gets good views, so I think that would be a good idea. But it would basically come down to they pick their favorites, and then there could be an overall vote for a couple extra. And then they go through different challenges, like they have a music day where they try to make a kind of music video. They could do a vlog day where they do a video blog, learn how to make it more interesting. Or they could do a commentary over a video game, all the basic sets of YouTube popularity. They could try and do a challenge for each. And during this whole show, they each have a YouTube channel. And the people who are watching can actually subscribe to it, they can follow, and they can see everything being uploaded in real time. Obviously, it's not filmed at the same time, so it would have to be planned. And basically, it just turns into a project where, all these YouTube people are bringing their audience into television. Well, a lot of people don't even watch television anymore, they just watch YouTube, so it could bring a lot more revenue back into the TV. Yes.
Are there judges?
It's not, they're the judges, they're the experts. It wouldn't really be a show where people get voted off. Everyone's just trying to progress, and at the end you either succeed, you get a partnered channel, which means that YouTube sees you good enough to pay you for your videos, or you just take what you've learned and continue on with what you're doing. Yeah.
So is this is this American Idol, but for people who are trying out for the best YouTube video, almost?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So then the winner would YouTube would pay them for having.
I mean, it's not even. I mean, they could all be winners. I mean, if they've really succeeded, if they really have a good following going, it would probably be one of those shows where they would take a break to give people time to go to the channels, see what they like, subscribe, and then if you even got YouTube involved, they could just pick one of the channels as a winner. I mean, the show can be changed easily.
You have to have YouTube involved to use their name.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. You would have to. Yeah.
I like the interactive element that you have with YouTube. Other than just having the viewers post or having the contestants post videos on that, have you thought of any other ways to use YouTube?
I mean, what do you mean?
Have you thought of any other ways for the audience to interact? Maybe.
You could always do messages. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they could, even
ways for
viewers.
Contest ideas.
Yeah, viewers could send. I mean, if depending on how much the bigger YouTubers would want to get involved, because I mean, they have busy lives with what they do. I mean, that's their job now. People, their audience could send them suggestions. They could upload their own videos, promoting the show, and say, if you have any ideas of what you'd like to see these people do, send us suggestions. We'll look it through, and we'll see if they're up to do the challenge. Yeah.
For contestants, is there going to be a limit? Is there, because I know some people are already YouTube famous.
Right. Yeah.
So would those people be allowed to be on the competition or no?
No, I mean there would have to be a cutoff. I mean it would have to be literally just newer people, so they'd have to set a limit 500 subscribers or less or something like that. And I mean, and like I said, there are people who decide. So if someone's already somewhat famous, they probably wouldn't get picked anyway. But
Okay.
Would
Yeah.
you want like people that are like clearly don't know what they're doing, and the bigger YouTube people show them like how to?
yeah, I mean, it's for me. I like a show more where everyone is learning, everyone's growing, rather than just some people are just falling to the side and like, haha, look at how dumb they are. But I mean, it could happen though. If people aren't making it and it's just not working out, they can quit, or if they choose that they're not trying, they can get rid of them. But I mean, everyone they would probably know whether or not they would go for it or not.
What's the incentives for them for winning the challenges? Like, why would they want to win the challenge? Other than like.
Right, yeah, other than getting a partner channel, because even if you have a partner channel, you're not going to make that much money. So, I mean, there might be a prize involved if you really stick through it and end up as a partner. If YouTube wants to give any added benefit, they could even maybe maybe pick one of the judges, or the people they worked with, and like almost like an apprenticeship almost, and they work on videos with them and they work together. But it would always come back to how involved they actually want to be.
Do people get eliminated?
See, I don't know. That's the one thing I couldn't decide is I don't want people to get eliminated, because if they're all good, why get rid of people who are trying? But that's the thing. I mean, it can be changed. If people like the idea of eliminations better than just keeping everyone around, because that would obviously make the show much longer. So it could go either way. Yeah.
So, what hour would this air on?
See, I know that's what I get to. I mean, I don't feel like it would air on a regular channel like NBC or CBS, and then MTV. I don't think it would be. I don't
Like
think.
G4.
Yeah, like almost like G4, like a specialty channel, like something like G4 where they have a lot of content like that based off the internet, or even like Showtime or Stars. I mean, or even IFC. A lot of these channels are getting into, like, there's a show they had recently about these two guys that travel around doing low budget commercials, and that was actually a pretty successful show. And I could see that kind of show, my show, fitting in right around there. Yeah.
What about location?
Location.
Is there going to be a set? Like a American Idol kind of set?
Right. It would probably be. I mean, that's because most videos. I mean, it probably depends on the day, because they'd have to bring everyone somewhere. It would probably end up just everyone staying in somewhat of a hotel and maybe move from place to place. But most of the challenges, I mean, YouTube videos are shot on a very low budget, so a very small studio. If some of them have studios, like very small studios they built in their house. I mean, maybe if they go there, maybe if someone puts up a facility or something like that.
That's what I'm thinking. A lot of people who produce things on YouTube aren't used to producing things outside of their house.
Right, exactly.
So
Then that you could rent out a studio and just make it like a house. Right, people do things out of their own house, so maybe somehow bring the element of because you can't bring.
That's where you're
You can't move a crew to everyone's house.
Do you have like a kind of a Big Brother house?
Yeah.
Where they're all living together in a big house.
Yeah, you could do that, and then that could work, and then actually it'd be cool too, because then they could do their own work on the side. That could be another test to how much they care. Is hey, do you want to work together, make a video of some sort, put it up on your channel or something like that? Yeah.
Would you have all the contestants from one state, or would you want to fly them in from?
I'd rather fly them in to make it more fair. I mean, it would be kind of a bummer to just be like, hey, since it's inconvenient
Well, it'd be easier.
yeah,
producing-wise.
exactly, yeah. But I mean, I'd prefer everyone coming from all over, just to give everyone a chance. Anything else?
Did you say this was an hour-long show?
It probably would be about an hour, yeah. Just because I like to show as much as possible. Like, I know a lot of shows like
Backgrounds of the
yeah,
show.
backgrounds, and I even want to go into the stories of like the bigger people to like tell how they relate, to show the relation between them. I mean, everyone started off with 0 subscribers. Whether it was 4 years ago, whether it was last month, everyone started somewhere, and it'd be interesting to see how they all compare, how their stories compare.
Do you have a host?
I was trying to think of like one main YouTube person who could be a host. There's a couple of people I had. Probably the biggest one would be the host, but they'd also be involved. I don't know how much of you guys watch YouTube, but someone like Ray William Johnson, who's like the #1 most subscribed person on YouTube, or someone else like
Okay.
Tobuscus, who's got like a really good personality. Just someone who could carry
That
it.
would, if it went to a series,
hmm
it would be...
Right, you wouldn't want that one person to carry over. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay, Tony and Jake.
Yes.
You need to put your title on.
Okay.
Good job.
I'll go next.
Okay.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Tony.
Tony.
Jake, I'm gonna move your computer over.
No, don't touch it.
All right.